In this question, each digit from 0 to 9 is replaced by a different alphabet. And then a addition is given to us. And based on this, we need to figure out what number and letter combinations. Which letter stands for what number? Number is represented by which letter? Such questions are called alphametics, or they also are called cryptarithms. So if you want to Google them, you'll find hundreds of such questions. But then some of these questions are very difficult and would require computing powers to unravel them. So don't go about solving every question that comes your way. Then there are some questions which are very easy to begin with. You might start with that if you find these questions tough. But this specific question is a very classic one to learn the ideas. It is not very easy, and all the ideas to solve such a set can be learned through this example. Those ideas are some hints you can get from the leading digits. How does an F change to an S? How does an O change to an I? So you can guess something here. Then there are sometimes easy columns, like for example a Y gets come down as Y. So what does that mean for these n? Similarly you have here also. But then having figured some idea here, this example still leaves enough of grind work, donkey work to figure out the other alphabets. So it is not an easy question, but it's also not something that you can't do it manually, though you would need 15, 20, 30 minutes to try it. So do try it up. Are such questions asked in CAT? Yes, they have been asked in CAT as individual questions also, which was very easy, and then a DILR set also with just 3 questions. That also was not even as tough as this, but a little more tougher than a sitter. It has been asked in ZAT, easy question has been asked in SNAP, though they don't come very often. So in the 20 years that I'm following these exams, across all the exams put together, you might get 4 or 5 such questions in the last 20 years across all exams, right? But then it is also not something that you can be unawares of. So please do give it a try. I'm going ahead explaining it up. So how I write it, as I write the alphabets at a little gap, and there itself I'll write the number in front of it as I figure it out. So this is 40, F-O-R, T-Y, T-Y, and always notice what is the arithmetic operation that you're doing. Okay, you don't want to get started on the wrong foot. 10 plus 10 and is equal to 60. So the low hanging fruits that I was talking about, be careful about the I. It should not look like a 1. Be careful about the 0, or the O. It should not look like a 0. Yeah, this O, 0 and O getting confused is a very common problem over here, right? So let's see. The low hanging fruit is an F has changed to an S, so that necessarily has to be a carry from here. And here there's only a single number, so the carry can only be 1. Okay, and the O has also changed to an I, so that necessarily has to be a carry from here. It can't be 0, because had there been no carry, then 0 would have come down as 0. So there has to be a carry, but now the carry could be 1, but now there are 3 digits. Okay, so the maximum value that it could have is 9 and 8, 8, or 2 9s and 1 8. That would end up in 20s. So the carry could also be a 2, 1 or a 2. So now let's see, and remember I further need a carry, so the summation has to cross 10. So if 1 is coming as a carry, this can only be 9. Right, 9 and 1 would make this 10. This could be 0 and this could be a carry of 1. And here the relation, what do we have the relation here? One relation that I've got over here is F plus 1 is equal to S. So S is going to be F plus 1. Okay. So 9 and 1, 10 we could have. Could this have been an 8 and 1? 8 and 1 would have made a 9, but then there would not be a carry, so it can't be 8 and 1. If the carry is 2, I could have 9 and 2, 11, so this could also be a 1. With a 2, this could also be an 8. 8 and 2 would have made a 10 with a 1 carry. But then there can't be anything else. So for example, this O cannot be 7. If there's a 7, it could never have a sum of more than, of 10 or more than, right? Okay, so we have got this idea here. That's it. So you can't continue. So this is the earlier, the start. Then I'll attack these relations that I've already said. A y comes down as a y. So these two end together should end with a 0. And the only way 2n can end with a 0 is if n itself is 0 or n is 5. 5 2s are 10. No other digits will twice it will end with a 0. Okay. Now the same logic is over here, but now you have to worry about, is there a carry or there's no carry? We do not know. Okay. Assuming there's nothing carried forward, you'll have to take case. So in your mind thinking there's no carry. Oh, so let's take this n as 0. If n is 0, 0 and 0, the y will come down as it is. That means there's no carry. Then here t comes down as it is. So this has to be again 0 or 5. If there is no carry. Okay. And if this was 0 for no carry, mind you, so again I repeat, if this is a 0, then there is no carry. Then this has to be a 0 or 5, but 0 is already taken, then this will be a 5. And if this is a 5, then a 5 and a 5 is a 10. 10 plus y, there is a 1 carry forward. Okay, if there's a 1 carried forward, then can this t come down as t? So now listen here, students. Assuming there's a carry, so assuming n is equal to 5, assumption. So this tells that there will be a carry. So 1 plus t plus 2 times e. Okay, this will either end in the single digit t, which is unlikely, yeah, because the only way t can end with a t is when e is 0. Okay, and with 1 as a carry, it can never end. So it would not be t, but it could be 10 plus t. This is how you represent a number ending with a t, 10 plus t. Or the carry could also be 20. It could also be t plus 20. We have discussed 3 digits can add up into 20s. So it could be 20t. The t remains, 2 gets carried over. But then if this is the case, so this is now where I'm going into algebra. So this is also an algebra. You can also learn how do you represent columnar additions with a carry and that there are further carries. Yeah, to the next column. This is how the further carries look like. But in this case, whether it's this or this, the t will cancel out and I'll have 2e plus 1. And this should directly come to that idea of 2n plus 1. So this is an odd number. Whereas on the right hand side, I'll either have 10 or 20. So this is not possible. And logically, you could come to this thought, but it's not very easy, students. If there is a carry forward of 1t plus 1. So think in your digits. T plus 1. T is a digit and we have incremented it by 1. And when you add 2e to it, it comes back to t. So obviously since you are adding, it cannot become less. So it is going to become plus 9. When you add plus 9, so for randomly I'm saying, so if there's 5 and you add plus 9, it ends with a 4. You know, it's 1 less. 5 and 1 less will become 4. 14. It's not actually 4, it's 14. Or you could add a 19. So if t plus 1 has to end up with a t, then this number should either be 9, but 2e cannot be 9, or 19. So there is no carry here. So remember, there is a 0 carry here. And if there is a 0 carry here, lots of things get solved. So if there's 0 carry, this has to be 0. And if this is 0, there's no carry, and then this has to, so there's no carry now. So this 1 is not present over here, right? So 2e is either 20 or the t comes down as t itself. So 2e is going to either end with a 0. So it could be a 0, but 0 is taken. Oh, so it's taken. So what you could also do is, you could leave some small space and you could write the digit 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 0 is nothing but n. Okay, now nothing else can be 0. Okay, so E has to be 5 in that case. E has to be 5. Oh, 5 is also taken. So 2 digits we have found out. Okay, so E, this we have got 0, T runs down as 0. Okay, so and now we know for sure there is a carry of 1 here. Why? Because 5 plus 5, 10. 10 plus t, t remains, and 1 is the carry over here. Okay, so I have this relation now. Okay, fair enough. So we have got some of them. Now one might go ahead and proceed, but what you should have figured out is that n is 0 now. So the 0 is not possible here. I cannot be 0 because you can't have the same number. So I has to be 1. And if it is 1, the summation has to be 11. 1 plus 1, 11. 11 can only be possible if there is a 9 and a 2. Okay, with an 8 you can't have 11. So we have identified there's a carry of 2 over here. O is 9. So we have, sorry, this is, this is O. So remember, this is O, the number O. This is the digit O, so this 8 is not, there's a 2 carrier. We'd also got I. This is nothing but I. I represents 1. So there's quite a bit that you get through. As I said, it's a very nice question, students. Okay, so I is 1. So I'll just write it here. O is 9. O is 9. There's a 2 carry, and this, and F and S will remain here. Okay. So we have worked on the, so now look here, students, we have finished all this. We have worked on the units column, we have worked on the tens column. Now what remains is you have to force yourself to work here. Okay, and so let's do it then. So the next thought is there's a carry of 1 plus there's R plus 2 times t, and I would not waste time, I would go ahead because the carry also here. It is 2. So this is nothing but 20 plus x. So there's quite a bit here captured. So let's try to write values over there, what it means. What values could it be? So let's simplify this. So the 1 gets this. So this is going to be R plus 2t is equal to 19 plus x. Okay, now pay attention. Is that on the screen? Yes. So going forward now, students, do I have any idea of TRX? Nothing. I'm not missing out. Make sure that you do. So start the possibilities. The right hand side will surely be more than 19. The number here is only 19. X can't be a 0. X can't be a 1. That's already taken. So 19 plus 2, 21. So this has to be more than equal to 21. If this is more than 21, it's quite high actually. That is what you should think in your mind. It's quite high. So let me take the higher values. But R can't be 9. 9 is already taken. So if I take an 8, okay, so that was, and if I take x as 2, so I'm taking x as 2, so 19 and 2. Yeah, so 19 and 2 is 21. 21 minus 8 is 13. 2t can't be 13. So go in some order. So my order is being formed while I speak. So let me take the least value of x, that is 2. So this becomes 21. This can't be 8, right? So this can be 7. And if this is 7, 21 minus 7, 14, then t is also 7. But you can't have this. So the 7 also won't work. So don't ditch the 2. Continue. Let this be 6. Oh, 6 won't work. Why? Because at odd even same. This is 21. 21 minus 6 is 15. 2t can't be 15. Oh, so could this be a 5? Oh, a 5 is also taken. A 5 is also not possible. A 4. 4 will again land up with that odd even problem. 21 minus 4 is 17. 2t can't be 17. Oh, could it be a 3? Oh, it could be a 3. Finally, I'm reaching somewhere. So this is 21. 21 minus 3 is 18. So t will end up with a 9. Oh, a 9 is also taken. So, and then you can't take this as 1 because that will give you higher values for this. So basically, you realize that x can't be 2. How about x being 3? And this is the donkey grind work, and I would not waste. I have already done this. So this is the only column left and I would do this work, students. So 19 and 3 is 22. Let's start with that same way. 22. If this was the largest value, one I take from the lower end, one I take from the higher end. If you're tired of thinking, write and check the possibilities. I'm skipping some writings here. So 19 and 3, 22, 22 minus 8, that's a 14. So this is a 7. Hey, do I get all possibilities? 8 and 7 and 3. Okay, 8, 7 and 3. Oh, this could be a good choice, right? Now, now don't immediately change the 3. Could I change this 8 to a 7? 22 minus 7 will give that odd even problem. 22 minus 7 is 15. But could this be a 6? So could this be a 3 and could this be a 6? Don't miss out possibilities, students. If this is a 3 and a 6, 22 minus 6, 16, 16. So this becomes an 8. Oh, a 6 is available, 8 is available, 3 is available. So you have, could I have a 3 and a 4? Let's see, because space is less here. If this is a 3, 22, 22 minus 4, that's 18, then t will be 9, but 9 is taken. So I can't have a 4 or a 2 over here, right? Yeah, because 2 would again mean this becomes 10. Okay, so with 3 also I have exhausted, but then at least I've got some possibility. How about 4? Is 4 available first? If this is a 4, 23, this can't be an 8. 23 minus 8 is a 15. Could this be a 7? 23 minus 7 is a 16, and this could have been an 8. Let's check. 8 2s are 16. 16 plus 7. 23, 19 and 4. And do I have a 7, 8, 4? Yes, I have a 7, 8 and 4 also available with me. Okay, after 7, if you have got the flow, the next thing you would have checked is a 5, but 5 is taken. The next thing you could have checked is a 3. So 23 minus 3, 20. So t would become 10, not possible. So with 4 we have done. How about a 5 over there? With a 5, 19 and 5 is 24. So this would have to be even. 24 minus, oh, 5 you can't have, no? 5 is already taken. Oh, how about a 6? 19 and 6 would be a 25. Okay, 25 is odd, so this would have to be odd. 25, so it can't be 8, 7. 25 minus 7. 25 minus 7 is 18. 18 by 2 is 9. So if you take this, you directly get 9. And if you reduce this any further, if you reduce it from 7 lower down, this will go up more than 9. Not possible. So this can't be a 6 also. And hence it can't be 7, 8, nothing else. So these are the possibilities that we have for R, T and X. However, remember you also have S and F. as consecutive numbers. So to end this, if I take this possibility 3, 7 and 8, if I take those three possibilities, can you put S and F as consecutive numbers? Now what is left is 2, 4 and 6, and out of 2, 4 and 6, none of them can meet two consecutive numbers. So this gets lost out because no possibility for F and S. So this is what I said for very interesting questions. How about 6, 8, 3, 8 and 6? 3, 8 and 6. If you use a 3, 8 and a 6, you are again left with a 2, 4 and a 7. None of which is a consecutive. So this also will not give me any possibility for F and S. But will this give me a possibility? Let's see. And since I know it, I'm directly writing it. 4, 8 and 7. 7 and 8 are used and 4 is used. Do you have something here which is consecutive? Yes, 2 and 3 are consecutive. So this will work. This will work. So let's put it down. R, 7 is R, T is 8, and X is 4, 4 is X. And then we have F and S. F is smaller, S is bigger. So this will be F, this will be S. And we have only one number left, that is an X. No, X is done. We have, what have we left? We have got an F and S. We have got an O. We have got an I. R we have got. T we have got. E, O, Y is left. So Y has to be 6. So let's fit it in and check. So we took Y as 6, T as 8, 8, 8, X is 4, T is 8, Y is 6, and R, where is R? R is 7, 9, F is 2, and S is 3. Let's see. 6, 0, 0, does it match up to 6? There's no. 8 and 10, 18, 8 and 1. This is 8, 8 3s are 24, 4 and 2, 2 and 9, 11, 1, 1 and 2, 3. So everything fits.